This week, Dennis's practical jokes help put the collar on a couple of crooks.
Watch this, Ruff. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3, I forget. And 4, I don't know. It's Saturday, Ruff. No school for 2 whole days. Hey, I bet Mr. Wilson's excited too.
Oh, George, it wouldn't hurt you to be nice to Dennis once in a while.
Hurt me, Martha? It could very possibly kill me. I tell you, the only safe time to be outside is before Dennis Mitchell hits the streets. Now, when I get this satellite dish up there, you go park our car over on Mason Street.
Whatever for, George?
That way, Dennis will think we're gone for the weekend, and I'll get to watch the big football game on TV in peace. Yeah, you gotta get up pretty doggone early to beat old George Wilson. Oh, please no.
Hiya, Mr. Wilson. What you doing?
Dennis, you get out of that tree this instant!
Henry, I think Dennis is up.
Oh, don't worry, dear. If he was up, we'd know it.
Wow! A radar dish when me and Joey play Top Gun. You are the greatest, Mr. Wilson. From now on, you could use our door. It sticks a little, so you gotta slam it kind of hard. Like this.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Wait till I show Joey the... Whoa! Nice jump! But you should be careful, Mr. Wilson. You could fall flat on your petunias.
Mitchell!
I think he's up now.
I tell you, Mitchell, that boy of yours is a menace. Other neighborhood kids don't come over when I'm sleeping and tamper with my eyelids. Other neighborhood kids don't use my weed whacker to give the neighborhood dogs a haircut. What?
This just in, there's been a breakout at the state penitentiary. 2 escaped convicts are believed to be in the vicinity of Midvale. Anyone spotting them is asked to contact the police immediately. They are extremely dangerous.
You see that, Mitchell? And they're choir boys compared to you-know-who.
Boy, Mr. Wilson sure is mad about something.
Yeah, I haven't seen that vein in his neck do that wiggly little dance since I used his garden hose for a bat rope.
I'll keep him away from your place from now on, George. I promise. And here you go. Good as new.
Yeah, don't forget our old college is playing in the biggest game of the year tomorrow. And not even Dennis is going to cause me to miss a second of it.
I remember my college days like they were yesterday. My old fraternity, Beta Pi Pi.
Great Scott! I was in the Beta Pi fraternity in my day. Class of... well, never mind. But I was a Pi guy. Hoo, ha, hey, ah, hoo, yeah.
What's fraternity, Mrs. Mitchell?
Well, it's kind of like a club for big kids, Joey. They have all kinds of secrets and love playing practical jokes on each other and things like that.
Hey, we should start a secret fraternity of our own, Joey.
Okay, but I'm not doing that ants in your pants dance.
George, what would you say to putting together a mini pie reunion?
Why, you know, I haven't seen the Hook in years.
Who's the Hook?
he was the biggest practical joker in my fraternity house, boys. Oh, he got that nickname because he could hook food right off your plate while he distracted you with a whoopee cushion or an exploding cigar. Ha, ha, ha.
Wow.
Is he gonna come here and blow things up, Mr. Wilson?
What? No, Dennis. But I am going to see if I can track him down.
Beta pie! Beta pie! I'm a pie guy till I die!
I bet we could find some bolt cutters in that garage down there.
Then that's where we go. After dark. Yeah.
Martha, quick. I think there's a burglar in the Mitchell house.
Oh, my. It could be those escaped convicts on the news.
Call the police.
We could get one drink, Ruff. Then we have to go right back to bed.
Hey, we can change out of these prison duds, too.
Better sneak up from the back.
Gee, I wonder what Dad's doing up. That must be the Hook. Maybe he came early to play a secret joke on Dad and Mr. Wilson. Well, I know how to make him feel right at home.
Oh, Yikes! Oh!
Make a little noise, why don't you?
Reach for the sky, Mr. the Hook.
Ah! Dennis! Stop it! Stop it! It's me!
Gee, Mr. Wilson, I thought you were the Hook.
I can't believe this. All right, that does it. We're through. From now on, I want you to pretend you don't know me. Okay, Dennis?
Wow! Is this like a eternity game, Mr. Wilson?
Sure. Forget I exist, and you'll be a beta pie guy for life.
Got the prowler.
Wow! Just like Beverly Hills Cops 911.
What? No! Dennis, tell them it's a mistake.
You know this guy, kid?
I sure don't, officer. I don't even know he exists.
Dennis! This is a mistake!
What on earth is going on?
Dennis, why is Mr. Wilson being arrested?
It's a game, Dad. I pretended I didn't know him and he... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Young man, you march into that house right this minute.
The only problem with being an only child at times like this is you got no one else to blame, Ruff.
Boss, let's get out of town tonight.
Hey, not so fast. Let's lie low in that vacant house. We're not through with this town yet.
Martha, Dennis has turned me into a total wreck. Oh, no. If that's the tow-headed terror, tell him I'm still in jail.
Hiya, Mrs. Wilson.
Oh, hi, Dennis. George isn't up yet.
Well, I came to tell him I'm sorry he got sent up the river last night 'cause of me.
Oh, I'm sure he forgives you, Dennis. After all, you were only doing what he asked.
Well, anyway, I picked him this flower for his garden 'cause I know how digging in the dirt calms him down a lot.
Oh, how nice. I'll give it to him as soon as he gets out.
Tell Mr. Wilson I'm gonna let him sleep as long as he wants before the big game. See ya!
Yow! Boy! I tell you, that boy is going to make me old before my time, Martha. Weeds!
Come on, Joey. Let's go find some eternity secrets of our own. Holy cow! Hey, Joey, you know how Mr. Wilson says bald as a baby's bottom? Well, he just went out and bought some fake hair.
If I look older than the Hook when he comes here today, he'll never let me hear the end of it, Martha.
Oh, George, you look fine.
Where'd Mr. Wilson's real hair go anyway, Dennis?
Don't you know anything? Joey, your hair goes back down into your head when you get old.
No way!
That's why Mr. Wilson gets confused a lot. The hair tangles his brain.
Yeah, Martha, does this toupee make me look younger than the other one? Martha? Hey, Martha!
Hi, I'm Mr. Wilson.
You don't sound like Mr. Wilson.
Yes, I do. This is what I say when I pick up the newspaper. Oh, mercy sakes, preserve me, Martha. Uh-oh.
Hide!
The heck with it! I'll wear the thickest doggone toupee I bought!
Taking the cat for a walk, George?
Yeah, what cat, Martha? Where is Dennis? I just know he had something to do with this.
Boy, Mr. Wilson sure hit the roof when he found that cat on his head.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing he doesn't have a St. Bernard.
Good morning, Dennis. Want to walk with me and my baby?
I'd rather lick mud off my high tops, Margaret.
What are you guys doing anyway? Me and Dennis are starting a Eternity Club. It's a club with all kinds of secret stuff and our own house, too.
A house? Okay, I'll hang the curtains and be the mother. Kiss our baby, Dennis.
Kiss this. Okay, this is a great place for a eternity meeting.
After I decorate, it'll be our love nest, Dennis. Then we'll get married and have a different room for each of our 100 babies.
Get a grip, Margaret, or 6.
What's that?
A bunch of snotty brats playing around downstairs.
Hey, we can make a club banner out of this old rug. Hey, it's the real Eternity Brothers I was telling you guys about from last night. You're supposed to be at Mr. Wilson's house to watch the big game with all the other Eternity Brothers in just a couple of old clocks.
Hey, boss, he thinks we're in some kind of fraternity.
Shut up and play along. So that rug thing was a big fraternity joke, huh?
Beta pie. Kiss the girls or make them cry. Oh, wait, that's not right.
So tell me, kid, there's gonna be a lot of people at this game, right?
Sure, hooping and hollering for your favorite teams. Must hurt a lot when you clap, huh?
How would you kids like to join our fraternity, huh?
Hooray!
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Boy, oh boy. They sure were nice initiating us into a real eternity.
We should do something for them. Oh, yes. We should all go home immediately and write thank you notes.
We should pin your pigtails to a bus out of town. I know what real Eternity Brothers like best. Practical jokes. And here's exactly what we're gonna do for them. Come here, let me tell you what we're gonna do.
Oh, I'm so excited. The Hook and the others are going to be here for the big game in less than an hour.
Well, Mr. Grouch, you seem in a much better mood than you were this morning.
That's because this morning I hadn't Dennis-proofed our house yet. Every button on the remote is programmed to the big game. Dennis can't switch channels on me. The recliner is locked into my favorite position, weighted down by these bricks. Dennis is too small to move it, and he won't grow any bigger at our expense. I've sprinkled these cookies with pepper. One bite and Dennis will lay off our snacks for the rest of the day.
George Wilson, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, I am. I am.
Sorry I'm late, Mr. Wilson.
Now try to stay out of trouble, Dennis. I'm making some last-minute adjustments on the TV.
I'll be quiet as a church. Whoa. This tastes okay to you, hot dog?
Dennis, don't tease the cat. Dennis! Ooh. Dennis, you've made the cat sick.
Okay, I'll watch cartoons. Your TV's busted, Mr. Wilson.
No, Dennis. The TV works better than it ever has before.
Your recliner's busted, Mr. Wilson. Whoa.
Ah! Dennis!
Nope, your recliner's fixed. But your TV's busted for sure now.
What on earth?
Martha, now I gotta go borrow the TV from the garden club. Thanks to Dennis.
Guess I blew it, huh?
George brought this on himself.
I know just how to make it up to him. Be right back, Mrs. Wilson. Welcome to Mr. Wilson's humble commode. He'll be so surprised to see you, he'll forget all about his TV.
Until he finds his car missing.
Oh! Oh, my. Dennis, who are your friends?
They're Mr. Wilson's fraternity brothers from college.
Good grub, lady. Mrs. Wilson?
Dennis, I'm not sure they are who they say.
Sure we are. Old Mr. Wilson and us go, way back.
Yeah, way back before he lost all his hair, even.
Oh, they do know George, then.
I told you. And just watch Mr. the Hook pack away the groceries, just like Mr. Wilson said he could.
Look, we thought we'd go on a munchie run for you.
Yeah, you won't mind if we take Mr. Wilson's, George's car.
Mr. Hook.
Don't worry, Mrs. Wilson. I'll tell them right where the market is. There's a new market by the interstate.
Good. The interstate we like.
Go down, Mason.
Thanks a lot, kid.
Beta Pi 1 to Beta Pi 2. The brothers are on their way.
Hey, that's my car!
Come on, Mr. Wilson. Want to see a great practical joke on Mr. the Hook?
Dennis, that's not the Hook, that's a crook! Martha! Call the police!
Uh-oh, I did it again. Stand by for a change of plans.
Dennis, I need your bike.
Cut through the schmellbonker's yard, Mr. Wilson.
Well, wow! Who's driving, you or me, Dennis?
Beta Pi 1 to Beta Pi 2. Get ready for Operation Beta Pi in your eye.
Who are you talking to?
Ready, Beta Pi 1?
ready, Beta Pi 3.
The only way out is down that alley!
Beta Pi, we're the best and that's no lie. Wasn't that the funniest joke ever?
Fine job, kids. We've been after these escaped convicts for 2 days now.
Huh? What? Convicts?
There'll be a big reward for you.
All right!
Dennis, I don't know what to say. They would have escaped without your great practical jokes.
Wow! Beta Pi! Beta Pi! Beta Pi, and that's no lie!
Beta Pi, and that's no lie!
Hey, Mr. Wilson!
What is it now, Dennis?
Is my flower gonna hold up in here? It could die.
Dennis, that's not... that is to say, come on, we've got work to do.
Hurry back, you old whoopee cushion. Second half's about to start.
Yeah, I've been saving a spot for it, Dennis.
What about right here, Mr. Wilson?
Yes. Well, Dennis, I think I'd prefer to put it right there.
It's gonna be the best flower here.
Now, what do you say we get in there and root for the home team?
What's this for, Mr. Wilson?
Don't touch that, Dennis!
This week, Dennis's sore throat makes a hospital visit hard to swallow.
Dennis Mitchell, and that is that girls know everything and boys just don't know it yet.
You're wrong, Margaret.
I am not.
Joey and me will show you the real difference between boys and girls.
Dennis, I don't know about this.
The difference is boys can make it home 10 times quicker than girls without using sidewalks. It's the law of the jungle, Margaret. Might as well get used to it.
This Neanderthal display only proves you can't stand to admit I'm right about anything.
Wrong again. Now, you gonna race us or not?
Sounds like a challenge, Margaret. Then on behalf of civilized women everywhere, Dennis Mitchell, we accept. All right. Whoa!
Uh-oh. Boy, I tell ya, officer, it's a jungle out there.
Huh? Well, there you go, Dennis Mitchell. You get what you deserve.
Thanks, Margaret.
Hey, officer, if I get one phone call, can you dial it for me? I still get my 6s and 9s mixed up.
Oh, I hope Dennis didn't give the new babysitter a bad time tonight.
I know. We're already up to Z in the phone book. She's not tangled hopelessly in Dennis's swing set like Tiffany was.
And she's not dangling by her heels from the bedroom window like Tanya.
Something must be terribly wrong. Henry! He's killed her!
Oh, sorry. I guess I nodded off, Mrs. Mitchell.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
That protective gear must have saved you. Alice, from now on, we outfit all the babysitters.
I didn't need it. In fact, he went to bed before his bedtime.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Bob, Dad.
I hope he's okay. He wasn't very hungry at lunchtime.
Now, Alice. He probably just wore himself out playing King of the Jungle all day. Right, Tarzan?
Mom, I think my swallower's busted.
Dennis, we told you to take it easy. You were barely over your last sore throat.
We'll call Dr. Jeffries again first thing in the morning.
Next time, Dennis runs with that paprika still on it.
What did you say, Dennis?
Next time, give me one with the popsicle still on it.
Ah, your cough sounds better today.
Well, I was up all night practicing, Doc.
What do you think, Doctor?
In a case like Dennis's, with chronic sore throats, the tonsils should come out. And I'd like to keep him overnight in the hospital for observation.
I gotta go to the hospital?
Yes, for a tonsillectomy.
Tonsils, neck, and tummy? Sheesh, a couple of sore throats and suddenly I'm falling apart.
Now, son, your neck and tummy are fine.
It's your tonsils that are giving you trouble.
I'll talk to him. We can work this out.
You know, son, your mother and I both had our tonsils out when we were your age.
Did it hurt?
Oh, the hospital will take great care of you, Dennis. And for someone like you, it'll be quite an adventure.
Just my tonsils, right?
I promise. Now, Dr. Jeffries has made all the arrangements.
Pack what you want to take with you, Dennis. We'll go in this afternoon.
Boy, Ruff. I take baths, eat vitamins, get plenty of rest, and still I get sick. Nothing ever happens to you, and you eat from a dish on the floor. Hey, maybe Mr. Wilson hasn't had his tonsils out yet. I wouldn't be so scared of being in the hospital if he came with me. Hiya, Mrs. Wilson. Can I talk to Mr. Wilson? It's private.
He's right out back, dear.
Gopher, you have met your match.
Guess who, Mr. Wilson?
I don't even have to turn around. I know who.
We have a man-to-man talk.
Not for about 15 years, Dennis. Please go away. I'm busy.
You're kind of an expert on aches and pains, aren't you?
Yes, and I'm getting one in my neck right now.
See, I gotta go to the hospital and get my tonsils out. And I wondered if you can open your mouth so I could see yours.
Dennis, get off my trap!
Yep, they're all pink and slimy, just like I thought. They should come out, Mr. Wilson. I'll tell Dr. Jeffries to put you in my room.
The only thing I need removed is you. And on your way out, get your bag off my hose.
Okie dokie. See you in the expensive care unit, Mr. Wilson.
Why am I wasting time on a gopher when the real pest lives next door?
Why, shame on you, George. Dennis needed you when you were too busy to talk to him just now. I am going to whip up some homemade ice cream, and you, Mr. Grouch, are going to deliver it to the hospital.
Martha, be serious.
You'll do it, George Wilson, because Dennis needs to hear from a friend that hospitals are full of caring people who know how to handle any emergency that arises.
Order, please! The Mitchell kid is coming in for his tonsil-neck'tamy, and I know we all have our horror stories. In fact, Dennis was born here. Dr. Chamberlain delivered him. 2 years later, he was in the emergency room for a splinter. That was you that happened to, wasn't it, Dr. Massey?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Then last year, he came to visit his grandpa. Now, because of his past history, I've hired a very special nurse who will most certainly be able to handle him. Nurse Shirley Goodnight, the finest in the business. And with her on duty, the hospital stands a fighting chance of coming out of this in one piece. The Mitchell boy will not be the undoing of this prestigious establishment.
Attention, Dr. Merrimore. Dennis Mitchell has arrived on hospital grounds.
Well, if anyone needs me, I'll be on the fairway.
So, what's wrong with you, Dennis? Nothing. Just gonna be in here for a couple of days. Probably get a neat scar and stuff.
What you gonna name the baby?
What baby?
Whenever my Aunt Julie goes to the hospital, she always comes home with one.
Oh, Joey, don't be stupid. When Dennis and I are married, I'll be the one having the baby. And Dennis, being the breadwinner, will use the money from his high-paying executive job to build us a magnificent castle in the suburbs. Get a grip, Margaret. We're only 6.
Hey, Dennis, is your castle gonna have, like, a moat and stuff?
Yes, right, Joey. And you can feed the dragons.
Cool.
Oh, brother. Dennis, listen to me. My friend went into the hospital for surgery, and they got his feet on backwards. Now he leaves everywhere he wants to go. That's not true. You don't believe he had an operation? I don't believe you have a friend. Good luck, Dennis. You're gonna need it. If they do offer you a baby, take 2. I'll call you first thing in the morning.
While you're in here, I'll go pick out some flags for the castle.
So, is everything okay, son?
Dad, how can everything be okay? Look at this place. They got me sleeping on a pie tin. My TV's on the ceiling, and they ran out of thread making this gown. I want to go home. I miss my own bed.
Would you like me to read you to sleep, Dennis?
Nah, I'm not going to sleep. Figure I'm safer that way.
Aw, don't worry, dear. They're going to take great care of you here.
We'll be filling out the forms at the nurse's station, son. We'll check back in with you before we go home.
What I need is an alarm, so no sturgeon can sneak in and operate when I don't expect.
What good luck. He's asleep. At least now I won't have to spend all night talking to him.
Whoa! Mr. Wilson, I knew you'd come.
Ouch! Ouch!
Bring him right up, guys. I'll take care of him.
No, please no. Martha, please don't leave me alone with Dennis. I won't last the night.
Oh, George, don't be silly. What could happen? He's just a boy.
Good night again, honey.
Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs... never mind.
Isn't this great, Mr. Wilson? Roommates. Hey, want to see if we can stay up all night? You're probably worried like I was about what they do to you in here, huh?
I'm not worried about them, Dennis. I'm worried about you.
Gee, thanks. But I'm fine now that you're here. Hospitals are okay, except for these gowns.
Just go back to bed, Dennis. I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Didn't want to tell anybody I was scared either.
I am not scared.
You'll feel a lot better once I show you the routine here. First, they put on your blood pressure.
Dennis, get that thing off me.
Then they hit your knee.
No, ow! Oh, Dennis, now my bed's wet.
You should have said something. They got a special pan for that. Next, they take your temperature.
Oh, no, Dennis! My temperature's fine.
Yeah, but now your blood pressure's sure going up.
Enough of this, Dennis. I am fine.
Hey, good idea. We'll watch TV. I'll use my own pillow so I don't drool all over yours when I fall asleep.
Oh, Dennis, please.
Next on the Home Market Channel is the amazing Go For It, which will get any gopher out of your yard.
Wait a minute. That's what I need to get rid of that confounded gopher back in my garden. Dennis, keep it on that channel. G9146. I've got to order one immediately. If I can just get out of this thing.
Then I'm switching to another channel, okay?
Dennis!
I'll get it, Mr. Wilson. Gotta be one of these. Mr. Wilson, you shouldn't jump on your bed like that. I don't think this thing's working right.
Look out! Hey, watch out!
Let's go your
Oh, no. What else could happen?
Come on, laughing boy. Time for your sponge bath.
You missed a spot, nurse. Good night.
Oh, why, thank you, honey. I don't know why everyone thinks you're such a problem. You, on the other hand, I'm gonna watch you so close. I'll know what key you're burping, Wilson. Now eat up.
Hey, why can't I have steak and potatoes like the guy across the hall?
'Cause your chart says you got high blood pressure.
Well, I want a second opinion.
Okay, you're overweight, too. I'm gonna have you back down to your true fighting weight before you leave here. Wilson, eat everything on that plate and then go down to the garage and wash my car.
What?
Only kidding about the car. It's a motorcycle. Come on, Wilson, lighten up. Laughter's the best medicine.
I gotta get out of here. Where are my clothes?
Please, Mr. Wilson, I gotta get my tonsil-neck'tamy out in the morning, and I don't want to be in here alone. Look, now you could order steak and potatoes like you want.
I gotta go for destroying my garden. And a nightmare nurse destroying my will to live. This has been the worst day of my life.
Maybe if I could get him something to cheer him up, he'd stay. Let's see. Ruff's not here. I don't know any clowns. Hey, balloons! Just try and be depressed around balloons. I dare ya. I wonder if Nurse Goodnight has some strength.
What's that sound?
Hey, what's going on in there?
Gotta get out of here. Where's my go for it number? Oh, drat.
Come on, back in bed, Pops.
Let go of me.
Hey, Mr. Smedley here hasn't been prepped for brain surgery yet.
What? That's the steak and potatoes guy. No! Don't touch the little hair I have left. Help! Dennis, you did this.
Boy, is Mr. Wilson gonna love these finger balloons.
My head. They shaved my head bare as a bowling ball.
You search high and I'll search low.
Hey, Mr. Wilson's order number. Oops. Got it. Well, at least I saved his paper. Mr. Wilson!
Now I just gotta get that order number off the ledge. Great Scott! Oh no, Dennis. Oh, he didn't fall. Oh no, he's around the corner. Dennis, it's dangerous out there. Dennis?
Mr. Wilson? Still not here. I hope he didn't really go home.
Wilson's out of his room again? And leaving the window open so you could catch a cold. Shame on him.
Dennis?
You know, I think Mr. Wilson was getting a little scared of not sleeping in his own bed at home.
We're live here at County Hospital, where an apparently deranged nurse is threatening to jump from 5th floor.
Dennis, open up! Dennis!
Henry, it's George!
He looks half crazed.
There's just one more of these fabulous gopherates left. Oh, I see we have a boy named Dennis on the line who wants to order it.
Gotta send it to my pal, Mr. Wilson. He needs some cheering up, 'cause he's in the hospital tonight.
Aw, you hear that, folks?
Oops, he's not exactly in the hospital. I gotta go.
Dennis, get a rope! Anything! Just pull me in!
Sure thing. Here you go.
Ah! Wow! Dennis, reel me in! Turn the crank! Turn the crank!
Okay. What? That's as far as she'll crank, Mr. Wilson. Oops.
George! Hang on, George!
I'll find you a towel, Mr. Wilson. Maybe there's some in here.
Ah! Dennis, look out!
Whoa! Dr. Jeffries never said anything about an indoor slide. Here's all the towels, Mr. Wilson.
Just leave me alone, Dennis. Leave me alone!
You're coming with me, Wilson.
Please, take me away. Give me shots, awful-tasting medicine. Do anything you want. Just take me.
You sure you won't mind all that?
No, I won't. Put me in isolation if you want. Yes, that has a nice ring to it. Isolation. Anywhere away from...
Boy, you sure are brave, Mr. Wilson. You're gonna let him do all that to you?
Please put me in isolation. There's good night. I'll be alone. Plenty of peace and quiet. Please, 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 please.
Yep, and the best part is you won't be lonely, Mr. Wilson, because I'll be with you every step of the way. If Mr. Wilson can go through with all this hospital stuff, so can I. I'm ready for my tonsil-neck'tamy, nurse. Good night.
Good for you, Dennis.
No!
So, having a tonsillectomy wasn't so bad after all, was it, Dennis?
All the TV I could watch and ice cream I could eat. Sign me up anytime, Dad. Hey, is this what I think it is?
They just delivered it this morning. The Wilsons weren't home, so we accepted delivery.
Then go for it. Boy, is Mr. Wilson gonna be surprised.
Dennis, I wouldn't play with that if I were you.
For goodness goodness sakes, George. The doctor wanted you to use the motorized wheelchair.
Oh, all right. Drat, where did I put that remote control?
What if I push this one? How about this one? Gotta get this thing to work. Mr. Wilson wants to get rid of that gopher in the worst way.
Honey, I think maybe he is.
Look out! Look out! Martha!
Coming up next, Dennis tries to follow Mr. Wilson's path to manhood and gets lost in the woods.
Dennis, breakfast is ready. Dennis?
I'm running late this morning, Alice. I'll take my coffee brown, my juice orange, my toast French, my eggs over easy side up.
Dennis, why are you wearing your father's suit?
Today I'm becoming a man. Whoops!
I see.
Yep. Joey and me are thinking of getting an apartment together across town, too.
Dennis, look, I know you're in a hurry to grow up, but there's more to becoming a man than wearing a tie and getting your own apartment.
Well, what does it take then?
You'll learn when the time comes. But for now, you're still my little baby boy.
Psst. Dennis, did it work?
Nah, she saw through me like a plastic lunch baggie. Come on. We gotta ask Mr. Wilson what it takes to become a grown-up man.
Mr. Wilson knows stuff like that?
Sure. He's been a man longer than anybody we know. Hiya, Mrs. Wilson. Is Mr. Wilson up? We thought he could tell us how to become men today.
Well, why don't you two come in? I could show you some photos of George as, well, a young man.
Boy, those sure must be some old pictures, huh?
Oh, Dennis. George used to love chasing me through the fields of clover. We didn't have a care in the world.
Is that kid ever going to get a life of his own? Psst, Martha.
Just a minute, boys. I think I have something boiling over in the kitchen.
Boy, I wonder what's taking Mr. Wilson so long to get dressed.
He's probably trying to pull his pants on over his shoes. Come on, let's go help him. Mr. Wilson? Joey, we've been downstairs and the secret to being a man has been up here the whole time. Shaving cream.
Uh-oh.
flush it down the drain. It's not going down. Shut it off.
I can't. My hands are too slippery.
Martha, it is the first day of birdwatching season, and I will not have Dennis Mitchell underfoot ruining it for me. Great Scott. Dennis!
Whoa! Joey, you want to know the real secret to becoming men?
What?
Staying alive long enough for it to happen.
I must say, you're going to extreme lengths to avoid a little tea party.
This isn't about a tea party, Margaret. It's a guy thing. There, Joey. Come on, after him.
Boy, oh boy, Dennis. I have no idea becoming men would involve so much running.
Or so much stupidity.
Huh?
Okay, Joey. We've run with the boys, and we've chased women. What am I leaving out?
A nap?
Just look at them, Gina. Living proof of what I've always said. Men are little smarter than cheese.
Hey, we're way smarter than cheese. Right, Dennis?
Right. Margaret, you're just jealous because you can't do all the neat stuff guys do. Come on, Joey. Let's go burp some soda out of our noses.
Ooh, sometimes you really steam my crumpets, Dennis Mitchell. Gina, we are going to show those two boys that girls are just as good as they are any day. And I know right where to begin.
What are you doing here?
Proving women can go anywhere and do anything men can. We gotta get them out of here, Dennis. That's pink paint in that can.
No, Joey. Maybe they're right.
Huh?
Maybe girls are the same as guys. And Margaret, maybe you are the girl for me after all.
Oh, Dennis, I always knew that someday you'd come to your senses.
Would you give me a kiss?
Oh, it's what I live for! But watch the hair.
Oh! Dennis, that wasn't very nice. How would you like to kiss a frog?
Gina, don't stay up there 1 second longer!
Ciao. Yep. When it comes to getting rid of girls, Joey, there's nothing like a good old frog. Sorry to have to put you through it, Willie. There'll be an extra fly in your dinner tonight.
Henry, what are you doing home?
Oh, Willoughby put me in charge of engineering the new bridge and dam site in the woods outside of town. I have to stay out there overnight tonight.
Alone?
Well, the company's sending over a crack woodsman to set up camp.
Hi, Dad. If Margaret comes over and makes up a bunch of stuff about a frog, oops, I'll get it. Wow.
You must be Mitchell. Buster's the name. The woods is my game.
Yes,
Let's get one thing straight, Mitchell. Where you're going, you gotta be rough. You gotta be tough. You gotta have 2 pairs of socks. You got 2 pairs of socks, Mitchell? Good, because real men don't share socks.
Goodbye, Alice.
Yeah, the woods, Mitchell. The only place left in this modern world where men are men. And when it's dark, it's dark. Think about it.
Goodbye, dear. We'll see you in the morning.
Don't worry, little lady. I'll have your husband back in one piece.
Whoa!
Wow. So that's the secret to being a man, Joey. The woods. All the real men we know are going there. Mr. Wilson, Dad, Buster, guess we gotta go too.
But he said it gets dark.
Only at night. And hey, we'll be men by then. Come on.
Did you hear that? Dennis and Joey are spending the night in the woods.
Then that's exactly where we have to go if we're ever going to show them that girls are as good as boys. Come on.
We're off to a great start, Dennis. We're out in the wilds, where men are men and frogs are everywhere, huh?
Joey, this is the sandbox. I can see your house from here. The woods are that way.
Which is precisely where we're going. Come along, Gina. We'll show these men who can survive in the wilderness.
Come on, after them. We can't let them beat us, because you and me are what, Joey?
Lost?
No, because we're men. Margaret, Gina, wait up.
I hate the woods. Oh!
I love the woods. You better buck up, Mitchell, if you want to pass muster when J.R. Spanner gets here first thing tomorrow morning.
Spanner, the world-famous eco-engineer, is in charge of this project?
Mark my words, Mitchell. You better get your ducks in a row, or Spanner will shoot 'em down faster than you can say both bridges. Well, I was supposed to get you out here, and I did. Stay out of the southern region of the valley. I laid explosives for the bridge pilings. I'm off to climb every hill, forge every stream. What's that mean, forge? Oh, who cares?
Whoa!
The yellow-bellied warbler. Eagle-Eye Wilson, you are going to be the toast of the bird-watching community. Don't move.
Hiya, Mr. Wilson.
Dennis, what are you doing here? Confound it! How am I ever going to get a shot of the...
Mr. Wilson.
Shh, Dennis, I am one award-winning snapshot away from greatness. Reach out slowly and hand me the plunger. Whoa! Dennis, you made me miss my shot! All right, I'm going after the yellow-bellied warbler alone. I want you kids to stay here and keep out of trouble.
Since we're all staying put, let's use the time wisely and have a wilderness tea social. What say, people?
Come on!
Oh! After them!
I'll show J.R. Spanner that Henry Mitchell has what it takes to get the job done any place, any time, any... Whoa! Goodness sakes, George! What are you doing out here?
I've been trying to snap a picture of the yellow-bellied warbler, but your son keeps carrying him off.
Dennis?
I ran into the kids, well, somewhere back there. I left him at my bird blind, and now I'm lost. Doggone it, Mitchell. I don't ask for much out of life, just one lousy, stinking picture. Is that too much? Is it?
George, calm down. Have a designer water. We'll call for help on my portable phone. Alice? Hello, Alice, is that you? It's Henry. Listen, everything's fine, except Buster's gone, George is losing it here, and the kids are lost.
Hiya, Dad.
Alice, cancel that Dennis is lost thing. He'll be spending the night with us.
Yeah, help! Alice, please send someone to get me out of here!
Is that Mom? Hiya, Mom. Can I say hi to Ruff? I want to talk.
Give me the phone! Fine, it's dead. We have lost communication.
Boy, what is the big deal about being a man, Gina? All they do is run and cry.
Mitchell, I've got fire ants all over me. I fell in poison ivy, and I think whatever just crawled down my shirt is having babies. Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. I want to go home.
I know, George. I know, but we have to pull it together for the kids' sake.
Okay, I'm fine. But know this, Mitchell. Whatever other indignities await us in camp, I will not eat dinner out of my pith helmet.
Dennis, this is a job well done.
Yep. All that's left is for you to light the fire, Dad.
Margaret says this place could make the cover of Better Tents and Campsites.
Food. Food. I'm hungry enough to...
Great, Mr. Wilson. Now we know for sure the bear trap really works.
Mitchell!
22 balls of pop on the wall, 22 balls of pop.
If one of those balls should happen to fall, 21 balls of pop on the wall. All right, that's it, everyone. Time to turn in. Boys in this tent, girls in the other.
Sweet dreams!
Get some sleep.
Night.
Good night.
I'm sorry the tents are only big enough for the kids, George.
You know, that boy has scared away my bird.
Well, I'm sure he didn't mean it.
Burned our map is kindling.
He didn't know.
You stuck me in a bear trap. You've been a good neighbor to me, Mitchell. Too bad I have to kill you! Huh? My camera. I just gotta get my camera.
Don't move, Mr. Wilson. It's the yellow-bellied warbler. Whoa! I got it, Mr. Wilson. I got it.
He was right there on my nose, Dennis. He was closer than a freckle. And you missed the shot. You were right there, and you missed it.
Yeah, but now you got a great picture of me.
I don't need a picture of you. You, I see in my sleep. I want a picture of that bird. And I'm going to get it if I have to stay out in the woods all season long.
Oh, what's all the ruckus, Dennis?
Good old Mr. Wilson loves the woods so much, he's planning on staying all season, Dad.
Thanks for sharing that, Dennis. All right, gang, we have plenty to do today.
Hey, Dad, now that I spent the night in the woods, am I a man yet?
Give it a rest, Dennis. Enough, huh, Dennis?
Oh, Dennis, I wish you wouldn't be in such a hurry to grow up.
But I want to be a man and do man stuff. Like take care of myself without a babysitter and write my name real fast so no one can read it. Wait, I already do that. I want to be able to wear one of your ties.
Well, son, I'll make a deal with you. You can wear one of my ties as soon as you're old enough not to trip over it. How's that? Now, I have a great deal of work to do. If I haven't got the bridge site all surveyed, J.R. Spanner will rake me over the coals. Now, stay close by, and if you see Mr. Wilson, well, just don't see Mr. Wilson.
What do we do now, Dennis?
The way I see it, we got a full day, Joey. First we're gonna sweat, then we're gonna spit, and then catch fish with our bare hands.
Then we'll pick some flowers and weave floral centerpieces for the camp table.
Wrong, Margaret. That's not a guy thing. It's just dumb.
You know, I've had about all I can take of this guy talk, Dennis. Me too. Let's leave these Neanderthals to their pathetic little macho ways and go back to civilization where we're appreciated. Do you think they miss us yet?
Joey, look. Mr. Wilson forgot his camera thingamabob. We'd better go bring it to him.
But your dad said not to bother him, Dennis.
Oh, we aren't gonna bother him, Joey. He'll be really happy we found this. Mr. Wilson! Huh?
What are you doing sneaking up on me like that?
Mr. Wilson, we brought you your...
Shh. Quiet, Dennis.
But
It's the yellow-bellied warbler at long last. That's it, warbler. Very nice. Show me some yellow belly. Good, good. Big smile now.
Mr. Wilson, we brought your...
Back, boys, back. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Mr. Wilson, that's not it.
Of course it's it, Dennis. Don't you think I know a yellow-bellied warbler when I see one?
Joey, I got a bad feeling about this.
1, 2...
George, no!
3! The shot of my life, and the darn thing's busted!
That's not your plunger.
This is.
Whoa!
All right, just stay calm. It's just a little dynamite on the hillside. Nothing to worry about except a little noise and... Water!
I hope this isn't a bad time to say it, but this is great guy stuff.
Running, always running. Can't we just stay kids?
Well, at least I can safely say this is a good place to build a dam.
Tell it to the buzzards when they come to pick our bones.
Oh, you boys! Over here!
Help! Girls, send for help!
Help is on its way! We ran into J.R. Spanner on the trail!
Tell him to hurry up and save us.
You mean tell her?
She's him? I mean, J.R. Spanner's a her?
I guess so, son. Sometimes the best man for the job is a woman.
Whoa!
Jessica Ruth Spanner! You must be Mitchell! Grab the line and shimmy across!
Boy, oh boy, we had to be saved by a woman. Margaret's never gonna let you hear the end of this, Dennis.
Hey, Mr. Wilson, when we get ashore, what do you say us guys make a run for it? We'll stay out here. We'll become hermits together. We'll never go back to civilization.
Whoa!
Come on, Mr. Wilson.
No. Get away from me, Dennis. I've had enough woods to last a lifetime. I want to go home.
You know, Joey, maybe being a man isn't everything it's cracked up to be after all.
Yeah, I say we stay kids for a while.
Yep, the benefits are great. Mama takes care of ya, all the cookies you can eat. Yep, when you get sick, your parents don't force you to go over to dumb girls' tea socials. Hey, what's Mr. Wilson doing? Mr. Wilson, I wouldn't go up there if I were you.
Shh, Dennis, the yellow-bellied warbler.
Well, at least we know that Keep Margaret Out trap works just fine.
Dennis!
Next, Mr. Wilson's toothache is the least of his pains.
It was, 100 hours. A serial bully named Chuck Millman was out there somewhere. He was big, he was bad, boy was he big. Because of Chuck, I hadn't left my house in 3 days, and I knew Mr. Wilson must be worried sick about me.
Oh, Martha, 3 days without that Mitchell kid. I tell you, this is better than any exotic vacation. More lemonade, please.
Ooh. But suddenly, my marching orders came down from the kitchen.
Dennis, could you return this box of sugar to Mrs. Wilson for me?
Maybe I could ditch this dreaded sugar detail if I tried the old... Ma, do I gotta?
Yes.
Didn't work.
Henry, I'm worried about Dennis. I mean, this is the first time I've been able to get him out of the house in 3 days. I think he's afraid of something out there.
I had to keep out of sight no matter what. Huh? Suddenly, I was caught. I wanted to be brave, but I felt like I just walked into Rat City wearing cheese pants.
Tell you what, Mitchell, you're pretty small. I'll make this easy on you. Just run into my fist.
Okay, Chuck was big, but he was no genius.
Ooh, I knew it was too good to last. Dennis is into my strawberry patch. I can feel it.
I had to use all the commando tricks in the book. Balloon explosives, and the secretest weapon of all, Willie.
Yeah, what's going on out there?
You'll be at the park tomorrow, 3 o'clock for a showdown, Mitchell. And, bring a change of clothes. It could get ugly.
I got you red-handed.
Shh, Mr. Wilson. There's a big guy after me, and if he catches me, I'm really gonna get it. If you see him, don't tell him you saw me.
Dennis, hurry up. The sitter will be here soon. Aren't you ever going to change those clothes, son?
Nope. Commandos have to stay in uniform so the enemy will know they're rough and tough.
Henry, the sitter's here. Dennis, come meet Iris Rose.
Pleased to meet you.
Huh? Oh, the darn things are always running off me. You and I are going to have oodles of fun, Sonny. Let me just clean my spectacles, and I'll make Dennis the finest breakfast a boy could eat.
All the numbers you need are right by the phone.
We'll be back at 5 o'clock.
Bye-bye, Iris Rose.
Be good.
Now, where did I put my glasses? Oh, well, never mind. We'll find them later. Come on, Mop Top. I'll fix you the finest breakfast you ever had. Then we're going to have fun.
Cover for me today, Ruff. I'll owe you big time.
Dennis, can't you wait until the pancakes are ready before eating all the syrup?
The only way we're ever gonna be safe again on our own block is to electrocute the ultimate sneak attack on Chuck once and for all.
Here comes PB now. My tank's got everything we'll need for a full-blown bully assault, Dennis. Mud bombs, water balloon launchers, confetti poppers. Now we needed somewhere to practice on before we face Chuck.
Hey, I know. We'll ask Mr. Wilson.
Oh, Martha, this is all Dennis's fault. He dumped pure sugar in my mouth yesterday, and now I've got a terrible toothache.
Oh, nonsense, George. You've put off seeing the dentist for weeks. Now you're paying the price for being so stubborn.
Well, I'd rather tough it out and play my bridge tournament today. Oh, but this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. Oh, until now. Keep that kid away from me.
Hiya, Mrs. Wilson. Can Mr. Wilson play commando with me and Joey?
He's not feeling well today, Dennis.
Too bad. 'Cause we were gonna let him be the enemy. Well, tell him he could come out if he's feeling better. Till then, we'll be real quiet so we could rest. See ya, Mrs. Wilson. Boy, Joey, with that scream, Mr. Wilson would have made a great enemy.
Oh, Martha, what did I do to deserve living next to that menace?
Why don't you just go up and take a nice hot shower? I'll call and tell the dentist you're on your way.
Martha's right. I'll feel better after a nice, long, hot shower. Oh, great Scott! Why doesn't anything ever work the way it should?
Uh-oh, Peavy. We're overloaded with ammo.
Dennis!
Hiya, Mr. Wilson. Hey, my mom's got a cap just like that.
Don't move. I'm coming down.
See? He does want to play. Come on, battle stations.
Where'd he go, Martha? Where'd he go?
Enemy Wilson, caught red-handed confiscating commando artillery.
When he makes his face all red and sticks his belly out like that, whoa, he's the greatest enemy. Okay, here's the plan, men. We capture enemy Wilson and brainwash him over to our side. Then we bring him to the park at 3 o'clock, and he'll beat up Chuck for us.
What if Mr. Wilson won't fight Chuck?
He's big. We'll use him for cover.
Does it, George Wilson? You are going to the dentist.
I can't go out there while that sawed-off Schwarzkopf is roaming the neighborhood armed to the teeth. Wait, I'll sneak out the back way and around the garage.
Time for a surprise capture, and I know Mr. Wilson loves surprises.
Yeah, you gotta get up pretty doggone early to beat old George Wilson. Sounds like something's wrong with the engine.
Gotcha!
What? Dennis, what in tarnation are you doing?
I'm taking you prisoner. So let me already warn ya, I'm heavily armed, Mr. Wilson. I got ink bombs, I got confetti poppers, I got frogs. So you better incorporate.
You mean cooperate?
I mean recuperate.
Oh, give me that thing. Get out of the car.
Hey, who's capturing who here?
My car! No!
Don't scream so loud, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, my tooth.
Gotta bring you back alive, Mr. Wilson. But we better go to the dentist first. You should never miss a regular checkup, you know.
And just how the blazes are we supposed to get there without my car?
Take it easy, Mr. Wilson. Things could be worse.
How?
It could be raining.
Oh, my car! Dennis! Dennis, I'm going across the street to call Martha and the dentist and tell them I'll be late. You stay put! Oh, where is my wallet? Dennis, stop fooling and give me my wallet.
Guess you never done this before, huh? Way it works is, you give me your wallet.
I don't have a wallet.
Then I'll just browse.
Voila!
Hey, someone's trying to steal my prisoner.
What's this?
This ought to slow him down. Duck, Mr. Wilson!
Please deposit 75 cents for the first 3 minutes.
Money? Oh, yeah? Oh, no. We'll take the bus to the dentist.
This is great. We're riding the bus just like commandos in the movies when they're going to their base. They yell stuff out the windows. Hey, everybody! I captured Mr. Wilson!
Sit down, Dennis.
Darnation, what have we got here?
Why, it's a wanted poster. Fugitive on the loose.
I've got an idea, Dennis. Let's play commando interrogation.
Okay, I'll put a light in your eyes and make you talk.
Dennis, I'll interrogate you. I'll try to get secret information out of you. But you're not to answer any questions, okay?
You won't get a bleep out of me, Mr. Wilson.
Fine. Where do you live? What's your mother's maiden name? What's your shoe size? Who played center field for the 39 Yankees? Who was the 16th president
Last stop. Everybody off.
Wait, what? Dennis, why didn't you wake me? We missed our stop. Oh, where are we? Look what you did now, Dennis. Oh, my aching tooth.
Oh, it's so nice getting away, just the two of us, Henry. I wonder how Dennis is making out with Iris Rose.
Oh, I'm sure they're doing just fine. Oh, look, her glasses. I'll go call her and tell her not to worry. We took them by mistake.
Oh, we were just playing tag. Oh, Dennis is such a lovely, quiet boy. But he sure is quick on his feet. Oh, now I'm it. My glasses? Oh, wonderful. I'll see you when you get back. Oh, I got you now.
Strange. Dennis isn't acting up at all. Oh, well, at least Iris is keeping him so busy he hasn't had a chance to bother Mr. Wilson all day.
Over here, over there. Mr. Wilson's got no hair.
Dennis, stop! Stop it with this infernal commando routine! Just stop!
But I gotta be a commando, Mr. Wilson. When you're a commando, nobody can pick on you. That's why I do it.
Then why hasn't it stopped you from picking on me, Dennis?
Hey, Mr. Wilson, a campfire. Maybe there's somebody cooking franks and beans. Come on!
Well, looky here. We got us company for dinner. Put out the good napkins.
Yep. Thank you for your hospitality, but we're not staying.
Our car crashed on the way to the dentist, and Mr. Wilson's tooth sure hurts a lot.
Closest dentist in these parts be our cousin Millard. He's pretty good, too.
Yep.
Name's Dillard. This here's my brother Willard.
I'm Dennis Mitchell, and this is my friend Mr. Wilson.
Hey, you look kind of familiar. Don't he look familiar, Willard?
Yep.
Can't place him just yet, but it'll come to me.
Oh, you probably recognize good old Mr. Wilson from this picture.
Dennis, what is that?
See? It's a wanted poster with your picture. I made a whole bunch of them, Mr. Wilson.
Dennis, are you crazy?
He's a wanted man, and I want him. Probably a big reward for him.
Run for it, Dennis!
Willard, I believe this is better than hunting brown bear.
You're in a heap of trouble, Wilson. Says here you've been stealing artillery from the United States government. What do you got to say for yourself? Shoot, that won't stand up in court. Tell me, son, what have you and your dad been doing all day?
Oh, he's not my dad. He's Mr. Wilson.
Then where's your dad?
With my mom.
Do they know where you are?
Nope. Mr. Wilson there just jumped in the car and drove off with me.
A kidnapper too, huh? You are one sick puppy, Wilson. I'm gonna call the FBI, CIA, IRS, and any other abbreviations I can think of in on this.
Oh, all because of a little toothache, my life is ruined. I'm locked in jail.
If you don't like it here, just tell Sheriff Bud to let you out, Mr. Wilson.
You don't get it, Dennis. This isn't a game like your Commandos. It's America's Most Wanted, and I'm it, thanks to you. Oh.
Your tooth is still kind of sore, huh?
Not as sore as your parents will be about this. They're gonna take your commando gear away forever.
Shut up.
But if they take my commando stuff away, Mr. Wilson, I'm a goner.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Well, you said something, Dennis. Now, what was it?
Well, this big bully Chuck won't leave me alone unless I'm a rough and tough commando.
A bully, huh? Is that what this has all been about?
I said, can the jabber.
Yeah, Chuck the Mooman. He beat up everybody in the neighborhood so far but me. That's why I wanted you to come and play with us, so you could beat him up at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he's pretty tough, huh?
Yep. He's the toughest kid on the block, Mr. Wilson. It's getting so if you aren't in by sundown, they might as well declare you legally dead.
Yeah, look, Dennis, the thing with bullies is that, you find out as you grow up. They're mostly talk and no action. Know what I mean?
All right, that does it. You, the Ink Man. Because of your ink, the cops was able to finger me. Oh, I'm taking a piece of you, pal.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Well, you and the rest of the world today, buddy. So guess what? Here I am. Come and get me. But let me warn you, it's the last thing you'll ever do.
Hey, don't lose your marbles, pal. It's a small cell. Must be a real bad toothache.
Boy, Mr. Wilson, that was something.
Oh, my aching tooth. I've had all I can take for one day. I just want to go home.
If I tell the sheriff everything, would you promise not to tell my mom and dad I messed up?
It's against my better judgment, Dennis, but under the circumstances, this time's okay.
Sorry about the misunderstanding, Wilson. But you do have kind of a suspicious face.
Yep, he's got a great face. Old Little Clancy up the street says it's the kind of face that could stop a train.
Oh, Dennis, you're doing that all wrong. Here, I'll get that knot out for you.
Attention all units. Bank robbery in progress at the corner of Olive and Southern. Proceed with caution.
What now?
Sorry, gotta let you boys off.
Come on, Mr. Wilson. We're almost home anyway.
What? Oh! Dennis, the pain is gone.
Yeah, and so is your tooth.
Oh, thank you. I feel 100% better. Great, Scout. It's 5 o'clock. I can still make my bridge tournament.
Did you say 5 o'clock? My mom and dad are coming home. We're sure gonna have to take some shortcuts. Come on. Let's move it, Peavy. We gotta beat my parents home.
Dennis! No!
Home safe and sound.
Where were you at 3 o'clock, Mitchell?
I gotta go in the house, Chuck.
Ah, you gonna run away? Gad, I'm like a wimp-seeking missile. I'll find you wherever you go.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Here I am. Come and get me. But let me warn you, it's the last thing you'll ever do.
Hey, geez, Mitchell, cool your jets. I didn't mean nothing by it, honest. Yeah, I'll see you around sometime.
Well, I rather enjoy Chuck better like this.
Yeah, gone. Uh-oh.
Wow, looks like Dennis hasn't bothered Mr. Wilson all day.
Oh, Dennis and I played all day. He's taking a nap now.
Dennis? A nap?
Oh, here's your glasses back, Iris Rose. Sorry about the mix-up.
Oh, my! That is better. Well, Dennis was a dream. I'd sit for him any time. You might think of trimming his nails, though.
Our
Dennis was a dream?
Hiya, Mom. Dad.
Dennis, what did you do all day?
Oh, me and Mr. Wilson took a ride, crashed his car, got caught in a flood, and he got thrown in jail. I cured his toothache and took care of the new bully on the block once and for all.
That's nice, son. What a great imagination.
Looks like we finally found a babysitter who can keep him happy around the house.
Yeah, she's great with kids, but I don't think she has a clue what to do with dogs.